Welcome all of you friends. It's Red Shikshan Sanstha's RBNB College and myself Limkar Shubhangi Subhash. Today I am going to present here figures of speech. It's third lecture on figures of speech for standard 11th and 12th. Now we are going to see here the figure of speech apostrophe. So what is in apostrophe? So a direct address is made to dead, lifeless objects, plants, animals, birds, absent persons, God, etc. Then it is called as apostrophe. So for example, that is, "O moon, give me moonlight." In this sentence, the lifeless object, and that is here "O moon" is addressed, that is by the words "O moon." So we can say here the figure of speech is apostrophe. So in the second example also there is "O God, save me." In this sentence also the absent person, that is God, is addressed here, and so that the figure of speech is apostrophe. Now second figure of speech, tautology. So what is in tautology? That is different when in a sentence different words of same meaning. At that time there we called as tautology. So take an example it that "I have seen it with my own eyes." So in this sentence I, that is the person, I means the person, same person sees his with his own eyes, that is my own eyes. So the different words of the same meanings having here, that is "I have seen" as well as "my own eyes." Same meaning words here are in this sentence, so we can call it as tautology. Now in the second sentence, take an example of it that "I want to hear fairy tales and stories from him." So in this sentence fairy tales, in this sentence tales and stories, these two words, tales and stories, these two words having the same meaning, but the spellings are different as well as the spellings are different here, but the meanings are same here. The meaning is same here, sorry. So it is called as the tautology. Now next figure of speech is irony. So what is in irony? That is two opposite ideas or sentiments are put to ridicule. That is important here. Ridicule means which is so comic, make us laugh. That is called as ridicule. So when in a sentence two opposite ideas or sentiments are put to ridicule or to laugh, then we called it is as irony. Take an example of it, that is, "The house is lovely but it has no fresh air." But here, see here in this sentence, what is irony here? The house is so lovely there, it looks so lovely, but the house do not have here, it does not have the fresh air. Means what here? Two opposite ideas put to make us laugh, that is the house is lovely but it has not the fresh air. So we can call it as irony figure of speech. Take another example of it, and that is "He is thief but an honest man." See here, can you imagine that? Thief is honest person, an honest person, but here in this sentence when we are going to read this sentence, it makes us laugh that the person is thief but he is an honest person. So it is that opposite ideas are put in this sentence, that is thief and honest. So in this sentence we can say that irony figure of speech is used. Now next figure of speech is interrogation. So what is in interrogation? That when in a sentence a question is used instead of a statement for emphasis. Emphasis means what? To create greater effects on the reader. It is called as the emphasis. Now, when in a sentence question is used instead of a statement, then we called it as interrogation. Take an example of it is that, do you think a great city endures? So, in this sentence, in this question, the greatest effect, the greatest emphasis creates on the reader, then so that we can call it as interrogation. So instead of simple statement, instead of assertive statement, in this figure of speech, the question sentence or the question statement is used, so we can call it as interrogation. Now second statement or the question as an example of this figure of speech, that is, can 2 and 2 ever make 5? Again here it is question and it is also arises or also it puts for emphasis. So we can say here in this sentence the figure of speech is interrogation. Now next figure of speech, let's see here, that is exclamation. So what is an exclamation? So all of you knew about exclamatory. So when there is exclamation mark, it's so simple to identify. When there is the use of exclamation mark, we can call it as exclamation figure of speech. But don't give this kind of explanation in your writing, okay, in your answer. So write explanation as here I am giving now only. That is an expression of strong feelings when in a sentence occurs presents, then it is called as exclamation. Take an example of it is that what a piece of work man is. So this figure of speech we can call here as the exclamation figure of speech. Okay, next figure of speech, metonymy. So what is in metonymy? When in a sentence an association, that is relation, an association of two objects and one object is described as another. Take an example of it, that the pen is mightier than the sword. Okay, maybe you heard this sentence also. So pen, especially here pen is used for the writer and here sword is used for the soldier. So mightier means powerful. Means what? What is the meaning of this sentence? That the writer is powerful than the soldier. So here in this sentence, instead of the writer, the word pen is used, as well as instead of the soldier, the word sword is used. So we can say here the figure of speech is metonymy. Now next figure of speech is oxymoron. It's the last figure of speech in your syllabus. Now oxymoron, what is in oxymoron? That is two words of opposite meanings of same person or thing are placed side by side. That is called as very closely put together. It is called when the two opposite ideas very closely, very nearly put to each other. That is called as oxymoron. Take an example of it, that it's an open secret. So all of you knew that secret is never open, but here open secret, these two words are used which are opposite. These opposite words are used, but these two opposite words are placed very side by side to each other, very nearly to each other. So it is called as oxymoron. Okay, thank you. May this all explanation of all the figure of speech help you to explain the figure of speech in 12th examination also and in board examination also. Okay, thank you.